Welcome to episode 12 of the Unemployed Journeyman here on the channel with AS Monaco in the French Ligue 1, and after spending over £200 million on new players in yesterday's transfer special, it's now time to put them to work and see if they've actually got what it takes to at least close the gap on PSG. Maybe we could win the league. Welcome to the video, folks, and let's get straight into it. We'll quickly give you a rundown of the players that we brought in. I'm not going to go through every single name in detail. That's in yesterday's video. Feel free to go and watch that. But in terms of players that we've brought in, we've got Giacomo Carnevale, who's our new first choice left back, although he is injured for today's game against Nice. We've got Antoine Marie, who's their first choice goalkeeper, 18-year-old wonder kid, same as Carnevale. Desiree Douy, that's the name I'm going with, from Rennes for 22 million. Marie was 50 million. Carnevale was 20 million. Desiree Douy will be our first choice attacking playmaker. In terms of when it then moved over to the new season, Justin Bengui Zhao has come in from Lyon for £3 million as our new backup goalkeeper. Giannis Katagas has come in from Schalke's second team on a free transfer. Maxime Esteve has come in from Liverpool on a free transfer. And then Stéphane Rousseau has come in from Leicester for 40 million. Oscar Sierra Sivertson has come in from Lyon for 52 million, another player from Lyon. And Salvatore Rustignoli has come in from Sassuolo for 15 million. Did we have another player from Lyon here as well? No, it's just them two. Okay. Right, in terms of players that have gone out, we have sold João Muniz for 9.5 million. Bart Verbruggen, who was our number one goalkeeper, for 30 million, raising to 40 million. Vanderson has gone to Villarreal for 20, rising to 25. Alexander Bobek, who was a reserve goalkeeper, has gone to Al Faisali of Saudi Arabia for 4.7 million. Rolly Kayembe, who's one of our young kids that doesn't really have any oomph about him, any potential, he's gone for 1 million, rising to 1.4 to Reims. Christian Garcia has gone on loan to Pumas, a £2.1 million loan fee for 2 seasons. Abel Ruiz has gone to Al Ittihad for 45 million, rising to 49 million. And then we've got a few loan players there as well. So in total, I think I worked it out in yesterday's video that we've brought in something like £112 million worth of, or sold £112 million worth of players, and we've brought in £202 million worth of players. That's over £300 million spent in this transfer window so far, and we've still got a couple of weeks, few weeks before it closes. It has been crazy. It has been mad. Finances are what they are. We've still got 64 million in the transfer budget, 1.9 million in the wage budget, and we've like about 70,000 left. And yeah, things have just been crazy. Dynamics are good, very good, and good. There's not really a great deal more to show you than what we didn't cover in yesterday's video. We'll just quickly show the season preview. We are expected to finish third. The idea this season, really, if we have a look at the table, I mean, PSG have already played, they've already won. They won 2-1 against Saint Etienne. So they're top of the table, and it's probably where they're going to stay. Last season, they were invincible. Didn't lose a single game. They only drew 4 games. They only conceded 13 goals all season and scored 91. It's crazy how good PSG are in comparison to the rest of this league. We finished 18 points behind them last season. We did have the second best defence and about the 4th best attack, I think it was. I personally think we've improved both of those this season. So hopefully we can finish closer to PSG in terms of points and potentially league position as what we did last season. Right, let's get over to the Matchday Centre. We're going to get into the first game of today's episode, which is against Nice. We are at home, and you've got all that excitement you always have at the beginning of a new season, but also the nerves as well. So, in goal, Antoine Marie. Left back is Sardella, Espinoza right back, Barrachina and Esteve in the centre of defence, Santos, Cordoba and Douy in the centre of midfield, Rustignoli, Sivertson and Levi as our attacking 3. We have got Yunus Musa, who would normally be here where Cordoba is. He's out injured. He does return in 3 days. And Giacomo Carnevale is out injured. He's back in training tomorrow. Hopefully, Carnevale will definitely be fit for the next game against Auxerre, and hopefully Musa will be fit for it as well. Chao Enrique, we've been wanting to sell him, but he's been injured for 4 months. He's been injured the whole of the summer. He's still got another couple of weeks out. And yeah, that's the team we go into battle with. So let's get into it. And yeah, nervous. After spending £212 million, or £202 million, sorry, in the transfer window, I could have done with maybe Auxerre as their first game of the season rather than our local rivals and the team that finished above us last season, Nice. But here we go. We are off and running with the first game of the episode, the first game of what could be a really good season. And like I said, I'm just nervous with our new players. Right, we have a highlight. We did have the ball, but it's been given back to Nice. Eddie Nketiah playing for Nice as well, who was the top goal scorer in Ligue 1 last season. And they're coming forward now. Ball into the box, and they've scored. Kefram Turam. It's 1-0 to Nice. Oh, I really wanted to win this game. I mean, it is only like the 15th minute they scored that goal, but that's not the greatest of starts. They are a very good team, Nice, and I think this season's job is really to overtake them, and it's going to be a lot easier to do that if we can actually beat them, because we struggled against them last season, and it looks like we're going to struggle again this season. Right, we have a goal kick. Marie takes it to Esteve. He gives it to Dewey, back to Esteve. Here's Andre Santos to Dewey, back to Esteve. I mean, we're not getting out of this little triangle. Oh, my word. Santos has given it away and scored. Oh, this is all going wrong. I thought we were going to be good. I really did. I really thought we were going to be good, but we're terrible. And we're at home. That's the worrying thing. Right, they have this highlight. They're pinging the ball about very nicely, I have to say. Putting us to shame. We can't even complete a pass at the moment. They're through again. Oh, I think the linesman's flag went up for offside. No, it didn't. It's just a goal kick. So that was a wasted opportunity for them. We were terrible in that first half. Not even a shot on goal. Get your axe together and start playing football. Oh, my word. I mean, I ended last week on Friday's episode having a rant about how poor we were. And we haven't really started this any better. I mean, maybe I need to be a bit more patient. The fact that we have got 5 new players in this starting 11. It would have been 6 if our left back was available. But we're just not showing anything at the moment. Like Sivertson to Cordoba. Let's go back to Sivertson. Sivertson has scored his first ever goal for the club. He did look good in pre-season, Sivertson. We've got a goal back. It's 2-1. It's the first time we've actually had a highlight in our favour in this match so far. Right, Thuram has it in the midfield. Here come Nice on the attack on their right-hand side. Ball into the box, and it's over the bar, thankfully. Right, we're going to need to look at making some substitutions, I think, because Rossignoli's not exactly been convincing. Antoine Marie has had a poor game as well. Right, Rossignoli, I think we'll bring him off for... We'll bring Rousseau on and move him over. Erez Levi's not been great either, to be fair. What else are we going to do? Cordoba can probably... Although, to be fair, he's not been the worst player. I think we're going to take Andre Santos off and bring Fofana on for now. I think my next substitution will be Cordoba comes off for Puxtas. In actual fact, I think that's what I'm going to do now. So we'll bring triple substitution in the 67th minute. Right, they have a corner. Oh, what was the keeper doing? Antoine Marie, what are you doing? He basically passed it onto the player's head. Oh, my word. Right, let's make a couple more substitutions. I think Sardella's been rubbish. He can come off and we bring Vandenberg on. In actual fact, Vandenberg can go there and we're bringing Adols. And that is as this has been a terrible game. All I can hope is we're better against Auxerre, and we just put this down to the fact that Nice are just too good. Along with the fact that it's our first game of the season with so many new signings. I'm trying to find excuses. Help me out in the comments if you've got an excuse for me. But that was not good. That really wasn't good at all. And I think all we can really do now is just move on to the next game against Auxerre in 3 days' time. By the looks of it, Auxerre have just won their first game of the season as well. So, yeah, Matheus Fernandes moving on loan as well. He's going to join Rennes. Lovely stuff there. And, yeah, I'll see you back here for the next game of the episode. Welcome back to the video. And we are having to do some transfer business because Daniel Mejia came to me saying he wanted to go out on loan to get more game time. I rejected it, said, sorry, but I need you here as backup, and just dismissed him. And about an hour later, he then picked up a fractured lower leg for 2 to 3 months. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying he broke his leg on purpose, just he doesn't want to play for me. But it does seem a bit suspicious, I have to admit. So I'm going to have to bring in another player, because we've also sold Matheus Fernandes, or sent him out on loan rather, which means we are now a bit short in midfield. So I've put in 2 offers. Asta Vrank from VfL Wolfsburg for 25 million, rising to 54 million. And if we have a look at him, we don't know a great deal about him. We've got reasonable knowledge. He does look like a decent midfielder, to be fair. And his attributes seem pretty decent. His physical seemed good as well. 27-year-old Belgian, he's a possibility. Carney Chukwuemeka is another one. I think he's Chelsea in real life, isn't he? Yeah, he's Chelsea in real life. He's moved around a bit in the game, as you can see. He left Chelsea on a free transfer to join Middlesbrough. He's been at Middlesbrough last season on loan at Celtic, where he actually done very well, and he's started this season with Middlesbrough. He's an Austrian international, 11 caps for them. £32.5 million we put in an offer for, and it's been accepted. Decent physicals, some very decent attributes. 16 for composure, 17 for determination. He is actually my preferred option, not just because he's cheaper, but also because he does actually look a lot better, or a little bit better than Asta Vrank, that we don't really know a great deal about. As it turns out, we've probably got enough money in the transfer budget to buy both, but we don't need both, so we won't be buying both. So Chukwuemeka will be my preferred option if he can come in. If not, then Asta Vrank will be the next one. In terms of finances, it will probably put us just over the wage budget. This is saying committed spending wise, it wouldn't, but we'll see when it happens. And yeah, that's about it. Let's get into the match day centre. I'll tell you in tomorrow's episode, obviously, whether we've actually signed them players or not. But if we get into the match day centre against Auxerre, they did lose their first game of the season, not win it like I thought. They lost it 3-1 against Lille at home. So we've got Marie in goal. Carnevale makes his debut at left back. Espinoza right back. Barracina and Esteve in the middle. Santos, Cordoba and Dewey in the centre of midfield, with Rustignoli and Sivertsen out wide, Levi up top. We really need to win this game. Auxerre are meant to be a terrible team, and there will literally be no excuse for not winning this. I can make the excuse that Nice are very good, and other than PSG, they're the next best team in the league. Having them on the first game of the season is going to be a tough game, all that sort of stuff. I can't make excuses for this. Good ball from Dewey to Sivertsen, and that is a goal. Sivertsen is our main goal scorer by the looks of it. Forget Erez Levi, who I was full of praise with last season. Well, don't forget him, he's still there. But Sivertsen, with the only goal of the game against Nice, has now got us off the mark early doors as well. Here's Levi now. He's through. He's taken it quite far forward. There's no penalty being given, even though I think he wanted one. Here's Rustignoli to Santos. Barracina. Carnevale. Or Carnevale. I don't know. I'll get used to these names eventually. Right, we've given the ball away and they've got it back. We then win it back quite well. Sivertsen nods it down. It's now with Dewey to Cordoba to Sivertsen. Ball into the box was Levi, and it's gone over the bar. Really want Levi to get on the score sheet early doors. I want him to have a good season because I don't want last season to be a one-off because he was sensational when he came in. Oh, what a goal from Cordoba. Nahil Cordoba. I kept him around instead of Garcia. He's paying back my faith with a stunning goal. Rustignoli with the assist. 7 minutes on the clock, 2-0 up. This is exactly what we wanted to see. And now Auxerre have the ball. They're playing it around at the back. Oh, they've given away Sivertson to Levi. Levi scored. Come on. Oh, it's going to be disallowed. Oh, you absolute moron of a referee. I hate referees. I hate VAR. You know I do. Told ya. Can't let us have too much too soon, can you? Poxy VAR. Do you know what you see in football in real life at the moment, how VAR is taking a back seat and they're doing referees' decisions a lot more. I hope that's implemented into FM. I really do. Because I hate VAR in this game. Really takes away so much enjoyment from the game, in my opinion. If you don't want him to score a goal, just don't have the match engine, have him score a goal. It's quite simple. Anyway, I'm not going to go on a rant about VAR this early into the season, although technically I already have. But anyway, let's move on. Right, we're getting up to half time. 2-0 up after them first 2 goals in the first 7 minutes of the game. And it is half time. I think Auxerre have just had a shot on target right at the end of the half. But the second half starts with a highlight. Espinoza now to Andre Santos. He gives it to Cordoba, to Rustignoli, back to Barashina. What's he going to do? He does like getting on the ball, old Barashina, our captain, of course. Passes it to Estevao, who gives it back to him. I mean, just pass it to someone. Santos. Dewey. To Espinoza. Our attacking fullback gets the ball in. Leave. Oh, the referee again. Oh, my word. I'm just going to stop celebrating goals. I really am. There you go. It's been given. Levi's got on the score sheet. Whoop-de-doo. Espinoza with the assist. Our attacking fullback. I do love Espinoza on that right-hand side, I have to say. And Levi has got himself off the mark. Here's Sivertson with a free kick. Not Enrique, of course. What can Sivertson do from here? Oh, is it the post? Dewey picks up the ball, gives it to Sivertson. He's now giving it away. Diakabi brings it away for Auxerre, but Sivertson does well to win it back. That's what I like to see. When you lose a ball, you get back and you win the ball back for your team. That's really good play. Right, so we're getting towards substitute o'clock. So let's make our substitutions, if the game's going to allow me. Right, Santos is on a yellow card, so he can come off for Fofana, who, by the way, wants to leave to go to a bigger club. I said that if someone comes in with an offer of 65 million, I'll accept it. He was quite happy with that. Right, Rustignoli's complacent. He can come off. I think what I'll do is bring on Rousseau and swap him and Sivertson over like I did in the last game. And that'll be my first 2 substitutions. We were bottom of the table, by the way, after the last game at one point anyway. Right, we're getting towards the last 15. Carnevale just back from injury. I think we'll take him off for Sardella. And I don't really know if I want to make any other changes, to be honest. We're playing really well. Cordoba can come off and bring on Puxtus for him, I believe. And yeah, Auxerre, actually, they haven't had a single shot on target in this game, which is exactly how I like it. Espinoza starts the move off. Here's Sivertson on the left-hand side now. Gives it to Puxtus. Barashina. I mean, we're going to go back to the goalkeeper here, aren't we? Estevao. I mean, seriously, just go forward. Estevao to Puxtus. Back to Barashina. It does frustrate me when we are passing back so all the time, but it can also lead to a goal where we're patient, we pick our spots. Here's Estevao now. We're pushing our defensive line further up, to be fair. Estevao to Rousseau, to Levi, and... Oh, the referee again. I mean, seriously, this is the 3rd time in the match that the referee's had to review it. And he's given it. Why do both of Levi's goals that he's been given have been reviewed by VAR? Why do they both need to be reviewed? Just give the goal. Right, free kick on the edge of the box. Sivertson's going to take it. This is a very promising range. Sivertson scored it. 3rd goal of the season, 2nd goal of the game. And Sivertson with a direct free kick. We are 5-0 up against Auxerre. I think we beat them 5-1 last season in the second game of the season as well. And there you go. That was such a good performance. Stark contrast to the game against Nice. The flip side to that is the game against Nice. They are expected to finish second in the league. And they are, along with PSG, one of only two teams that are predicted to be better than us. Whereas Auxerre are very bad, to be quite honest. But Sivertson got us the lead. Cordoba made it 2-0. Levi had a goal disallowed by VAR. Then Levi had 2 goals that were reviewed by VAR but were given. And then Sivertson with a goal from a free kick to make it 5-0. Rustignoli with a... No, that's Russo, sorry, not Rustignoli. And Espinoza with assists as well. That was a really good performance. Really enjoyed that. Well done, lads. Very well played. And by the end of the episode, we are 7th, 3 points, 1 win, 1 defeat so far this season, all from this episode, of course. And that means in tomorrow's episode, probably not going to do PSG because that's too close to where we are at the moment. We're only going to play 1 game. So I think what we'll do for tomorrow's episode, we'll probably come back, depending on the Champions League draw, we'll probably do Rennes and Toulouse, a home game and an away game. Might do Troyes and Toulouse, something like that. But it'll be around September, beginning of October time. But like I say, it does depend on Champions League fixtures as well. But thank you very much for watching, folks. Please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, all that sort of good stuff. And I'll see you tomorrow for what could be our first game back in the Champions League.